What's going on, Legionnaires? Welcome to another episode of the Legion of Comic Correction, where
Welcome.
we talk all things comic books. Woo! We are
comic books.
man. We're recovering here. As you can see, we are all wearing garbage hats.
Did you hit me with a fart already? A fart noise already?
That's a sacred noise.
It was already. It was just. It
But
was
that's
really
an honor.
fast.
Well, sometimes you know.
Stay blessed.
That's good. I like that.
All right.
All right. Well, we're wearing our garbage hats because we are still recovering from our Thor: Love and Thunder review. If you have not watched it, go back on our channel.
Don't watch this. Don't watch the movie.
The movie.
Don't watch the movie for sure.
Oh,
Don't
man.
watch the movie.
No, it's bad. But go and watch our review because our
Yes,
review
watch our
is
review.
good.
Fire.
It is. It's really good. It's fire. In fact, it's fire on.
Literally, I
garbage.
set this desk on fire. That's why it's black now. It was white.
Is he lying?
Well, no.
Go
but
watch the episode to find out.
You have to
Question
remember,
mark?
it's carbon fiber.
Carbon
It is.
fiber.
It's carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
It's
Carbon.
No, carbon.
It's
fiber.
paraben fiber.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, Mr. Carbon. That's your fiber.
This is my fiber. Flipping.
It's my flaming fiber.
Okay.
All right. Well, if you're new here and you like stuff like this, click that like and subscribe
And if
button
you
down
don't,
below.
Then you probably
You're in the
just
wrong
leave.
place.
But if you don't like it, then you still click like and
Still-
subscribe and hit
Yeah,
that
still
bell.
like and subscribe.
Just
Actually,
like
you know what? If you don't
You know
like
when
it,
dabbing was a thing? Just like dab the
and
button and
dab the button.
Just dab.
Am I old now that I just did that?
Probably.
Yep.
I don't
am.
know.
I'm
I
an
don't
old
know.
person.
If you don't like this content, just click subscribe and don't hit the bell. That way you won't
Hit
know when we
subscribe.
put
Turn off
episodes.
notifications.
Yeah, but just
To
help
support a
us,
small
But still
group of
be here.
people.
Yeah.
But still be here.
because the ever-loving algorithm needs your click.
Let's be real.
That's right.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
They're going to subscribe. They're going to pretend like they don't like us, but actually they do.
They're gonna listen to us when nobody knows they're listening, like on those
Exactly.
long car rides while you're by yourself, and you just want somebody to talk about
Instead of
comics.
listening to
All
Kenny
by
G, you're listening to
myself.
us.
That's right. I
Don't
would.
wanna be all by myself.
Well, then like and subscribe. Then you won't be all by yourself. And
It's
in
true.
fact,
No.
if you want a little better company, because as you can see, our studio is getting bigger and better all the time, you can help us
Nice.
get bigger and better
Lights.
by going down into the description
Desk.
below. Hit the lights and
Desk.
desk and comfy stuff.
Desk.
There's a lot of ways you can help. You can help
Yep.
by liking and
Yep.
subscribing. That
Yep.
builds that algorithm. You can also help by going into our legionofcc.com where you can get sweet merch like this, sweet merch like that, and sweet merch like that over there. I almost just knocked my shelf over. But that's pretty cool over there. Don't pay attention to that. Go there and you can buy that. The proceeds go to us and we can build our studio bigger and better. If you want to help out even more, you can go to our Patreon link down below. Choose one of our 3 tiers.
Yes.
Get a bunch of extra
Yes.
content.
You get bonus.
And also help us get bigger
Those
and better.
bonus features.
Yeah, I took some awesome studio pics tonight
That's
as
right.
we were building the studio, putting together this desk, setting up the lights, and just chilling here, maxing and relaxing on the couch. And you can
Chilling
see
out,
those.
Max, and relaxing, all cool.
That's
Shooting
right.
some b-ball outside of the school when a couple of guys, they were up to no good, starting making trouble in my neighborhood.
You're not Will Smith.
I got in one little fight, and my mom got scared. She said, "You move where you on, seeing your uncle in Bel Air."
Still not Will Smith. Anyway,
I don't
want to
be Will Smith right now.
Nah, I don't either.
No
Well,
one
maybe
does.
a
Watch
little
your
bit.
cheeks. He may slap you.
Oh,
Protect your neck.
the ones up top, right?
Sure.
All right. Well, we
You
are
didn't
not.
see what happened backstage.
I didn't. I have no idea. I was not there. I only saw what the media showed me.
Mhm.
So sorry, Will Smith, if it wasn't accurate. But we trust you, and you seemed pretty.
It was pretty accurate.
Yeah, you seemed.
It happened on live TV.
Yeah, it did. I saw his statement on it. It was a good
You know
statement.
what's sad is I don't even care, and I completely forgot that happened.
Oh my God,
You're like, did you see what Will Smith? I was like, no, because it doesn't
No.
change my life at all.
That's true.
that's true.
It was.
It's very true
It
when
doesn't change
situations
I mean, I'm
like
not gonna
that,
get an
man.
I Am Legend 2, maybe, but whatever.
I
Yep.
did like I
Yep.
Am
I
Legend.
will take that for not getting it after Earth 2.
There you go.
So
There you go.
the
Yeah.
pros outweigh the cons here, ladies. and
Goods,
gentlemen.
bads. Well, it is what it is. You're still not Will Smith. Will Smith. All right.
I am not.
We are. We're not doing a comic review today, but we are
Nope.
doing a mid-series review on the She-Hulk series.
It's called a mid-series check-in.
Oh, a mid. I like that.
Yeah.
Just checking the pulse of the series, making sure it's doing okay, making sure it's living up to its expectations.
Yeah.
Some of them we
And,
have to do CPR to.
Is it alive?
It's true. Some of them,
Is it dead? Does it need to be resuscitated?
not the nice CPR, like the ones where you like you're literally trying to just break their sternum. You're
Yeah.
punching them.
Yeah.
Like, trying to get the water out.
you live?
Right.
Yeah.
Breathe. Gah, gah, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
there was a couple. There was a couple we had
There
to do
have
that
been a
too.
couple like that. But
And
well,
they didn't make it. They
No.
didn't make it.
man, they didn't. They crash. This one's not like that though. This one's pretty
No.
good.
We're on it. We have a pulse.
This one's different.
This one has a pulse.
So Marvel, we've talked about this before, and sometimes Marvel runs into that problem of doing the cookie cutter formula stuff.
We've talked about Marvel before.
Really?
A few times.
Not often.
It is
Handful.
what you would call in our portfolio.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
It's true. We're seasoned veterans.
Oui.
Pinky out. No, but with this one, Marvel takes risks sometimes. I mean, they don't always. Sometimes they stick
They've
to that
been
formula.
taking more. Let's
They
give credit
have
where
been
credit is
taking
due.
more.
Marvel's been taking a
Some
lot
of
more
them have
risks.
been failing.
And for the first time,
Yeah.
like they stuck to their formula, and
Yep,
I
for like
named
10
it. I
years.
was the first one.
You
to
were
say-
I'm the
asking
best
for
there ever
them.
was.
You were asking them to
So
take
excuse
risks.
me.
So
I'm
it's
just
your
trying to
fault.
make a point. All I was trying to say.
Excuse me.
That
all
is-
I was trying to say
It's his fault. He's trying to say it's his
is
fault.
that I had criticized them for following the same formula over
Right,
and
right,
over
right,
and
right.
over again. They're branching out. They're doing different things. We've
Yeah.
seen it with Loki. We've seen it with Moon Knight. We've seen it
a
now
whole
with
bunch of them.
She-Hulk. And
Yeah.
this is good. I'm glad to see them trying new things, because if we just kept getting the same cookie
Right,
cutter,
right.
if we just kept getting the same thing over and over again, it'd be boring. Like at that point, it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
And some of them work better than others. And so
Right.
we've seen things like
Right.
Loki was incredible,
Brilliant.
right?
Brilliant.
Moon Knight had a lot of good stuff to it, but
Yes.
it had some not good stuff. Like some stuff fell flat.
Eh,
Um,
yeah.
Captain America, and the Winter Soldier was
Excellent
really
stuff.
good, right?
Excellent. Excellent.
WandaVision took some time to grow on
Terrible.
us. Well, but again, Multiverse of Madness
Awful.
helped it. You agreed. We can go back on the tapes. Multiverse of Madness did help.
back on
It did.
tapes.
It
It
did,
helped it, but
right?
it's not. That didn't redeem it
Miss-
entirely.
No, not entirely. Miss Marvel was a good attempt and had a good lead, but it fell flat story wise.
Fell flat story wise,
But
and
you
it's
know
just,
what?
it's also not in our wheelhouse.
Right.
Let's
I
be
heard
honest
somebody.
about that.
I heard somebody say, and they made a really good comparison. I don't remember who it was. Somebody on the internet. One of those
The
internet people.
interwebs.
Yeah, it was probably the internet himself. I think it was. I think it was just the internet.
They.
Yeah, they right. Proper.
Yep.
Proper.
They himself.
They himself.
They, himself, her.
Anyway, the internet.
We.
They said that it was pretty much the Marvel equivalent of a Disney Channel show. And I was like,
AKA
yeah,
a
Yeah.
Disney Channel show.
Right,
It's a
but
Disney
like-
Channel
Yeah.
show.
but,
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
but you know what? Like
Right.
Marvel equivalent
That's
of a
ex-
Disney Channel show.
that's
Yeah,
expanding.
I like that.
You know what it's like?
And that demographic probably really liked it.
Yeah,
It's
you could
like
be right.
it's
You could
like
be right.
I mean
We
we,
didn't like
all like this, but I'm saying
We
it's
all like the Disney Channel
no.
shows.
Well, yeah, no. What I'm saying, what I'm trying to say
Get
here
around that point.
is, it's like Rebels. Some people are like, I'm
Sure.
not watching Rebels because,
It's a
or
kids thing.
I mean, most people watch Clone Wars because it was like, okay,
yeah,
it was
Clone
just,
Wars.
Clone Wars was freaking
excellent.
sick.
but like the reason why some people,
Go on.
some people did not watch the Rebels because they thought it was
Right.
too churlish.
You know what? The first season was though. The
Oh
first
no,
season
100.
was pretty
percent
crap.
That's what I said. Yeah,
And then they got better.
I think
But
before you guys watch, I was like, you gotta get through the first season.
yeah, it
you
was
did.
pretty bad.
You did say
It
that.
was not
Yeah.
great.
It was just very.
But it's
kiddie.
the same thing, except for this is live action, and
Right.
it's got a lot more like teeny drama stuff. in
Right.
it.
This was very much like Hannah Montana superhero.
But we've already talked about this.
Sure.
Yes.
So all these things they've been trying new stuff. So now what they're doing is She-Hulk is taking the form of a TV sitcom, like a very kind of classic sitcom formula, about friends trying to make it through work and
Friends?
workplace. Oh yeah, very similar. Workplace, hijinks
Seinfeld?
and whatever. Yeah, those kinds of shows.
Parks and Rec.
And then they're adding in the classic, which was made popular in the John Byrne series of She-Hulk, which is breaking the fourth wall
Yep.
and like talking
Yep.
to the audience. Literally, the first thing, like the first scene in the show, Jen Walter, Tatiana Maslany breaks the fourth wall and talks right to us in the audience.
Yep.
And she does that every episode, and they're to varying degrees. Sometimes more than others. Occasionally, it's great. I love the fact that occasionally it's just like a stolen glance. Like she'll just kind of like look over, and if you blink, you'll miss it. But it's like she's constantly reminding us that she knows we're there, and she knows she's being written for, and she knows it's a TV show.
Yeah.
And like that's cool. And I know Deadpool did it, and everybody's like, "Oh, Deadpool, there's still." No, She-Hulk did it first,
Exactly. I was gonna say, here's the thing.
and it's great. It's a lot of fun.
I think people really have an apprehension towards it because of
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
And they're copying Deadpool and all these things.
Right,
but
right.
you're exactly right. This is very comic accurate. This is
Very comic accurate. The whole show
direct-
is.
Yes, this is we talked Thor Ragnarok or Thor Love and Thunder.
Thor.
We just talked about how
Yeah.
it is not comic accurate.
No,
we
it
just
skips
talked
things.
about how
Very important
it is
things.
based on a comic.
Right,
like
right, right, right.
Barely.
this
Barely.
is verily.
Is
This
verily.
This is very
the
comic
best.
accurate.
Yeah.
This is very
No, it
comic
is. It's
accurate.
really good.
And that's really
Yeah.
great. Like I love being able to have us vent about something that is really has
Yes.
missed the mark, and then be able to talk about something that's actually doing it right. And
Right.
Yeah.
Deadpool doesn't need to be the only one who can break the fourth wall.
Right. And it's
Like,
a different
like,
style.
it's not exclusive.
It's a different style too. Deadpool
Right.
is much more mature and much more like
Oh, very much so. Yeah.
right. And She-Hulk, I mean, there's some like kind of risque jokes in it, but
No,
like,
she's twerking at one point. So.
yeah, she is. But it's like it's much more family friendly. But you know what? There's what?
It is
You
like,
got real-
yeah, she
I
is.
brought it up, and you got really
Got real
into it.
hype.
You got real hype about it.
It was funny.
I was about to break the fourth wall there for a second and address the audience.
This man is married.
This man.
It was a funny clip. I thought it was hilarious that they got Megan Thee Stallion to come in and do that. Like, I thought-
Megan D Stallion.
yeah, that she came in and she was like, "You're much more fun than my other lawyers," and they were like dancing. Like it doesn't take itself seriously, but in all the right ways. We
too
talked
seriously.
we
too
talked
seriously.
about
it
that
takes itself seriously.
enough.
Mhm.
We
Yeah,
talked
but
about
it
that
doesn't-
in Love and Thunder.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
too much of a joke. And
I mean,
this
this
one
is a great.
is
This
still
is
really
a
fun.
great,
It's good balance.
Comparison. Yeah, you're exactly
Yeah.
right. We just talked about how Love and Thunder takes it way too far.
Way too far.
Way too far. And you get lost in it. And this keeps that balance. And, Marvel, even though I am somebody, being a big DC fan, that would like to see the darker pushes, this is
Yeah,
more
yeah.
classic Marvel. This is
Yeah.
much more in
100%.
terms of the balance, but they
Yeah.
are still branching out with a number of different creative pieces.
Yes, yeah, I think it's great. I think they're doing a really really good job, and it's we've seen Marvel
lawyers before. Right?
Yeah.
We saw
Yeah.
Daredevil, and they took the lawyer thing very seriously,
Yeah.
and did a lot of court.
courtroom stuff and a lot of legalese stuff. It's actually funny. The directors and writers of She-Hulk, they came out in an interview and they were like, "You're not going to see a whole lot of courtroom stuff because we started like writing the series and we realized we really suck at writing like courtroom drama stuff, and so there's actually not a huge amount in the courtroom,
Interesting.
but."
That's kind of a miss for me.
Yeah, but I think what they've done so far, I think it's good that they understood their limitations and they're working with their strengths. And I think what they've done so far is
Yeah, but if they're working with their strengths, they probably shouldn't have chose something that is based in the courtroom.
but they're focusing on so the episodes have more focused on the client lawyer interactions.
I hear you,
and
but
I like that. It's different.
The name of the movie or the name of the TV show is She-Hulk Attorney at Law.
Attorney at law, yeah.
And it's like if you're not really practicing that in a courtroom,
in all honesty,
like,
there's been
to what extent is she actually an attorney at law?
we've had 6 episodes so far, but when this
Yeah.
episode or when we're filming this episode, we've had 6 episodes come out. And there's been probably about half of them have been in a courtroom or had scenes in a courtroom. I haven't felt a lack in it at this point.
It's fair.
But what the point I was bringing up was we saw Daredevil do it, right?
Sure.
And it was very grounded, like super grounded.
Yes.
This one is actually this show. One of the beautiful things about it is that it's really opening the whole Marvel world up and making us realize that there are superpowered people that aren't just the Avengers. Like
Yep.
there's superpowered all over. There's big ones, small ones, like powerful ones, weak ones. They're all over, and they're gonna get in trouble, like people do, and need lawyers. And so they create a superhuman law division, and we're getting a whole bunch of B class, C class, D class, villains that are coming in. It's great.
But it also allows them to kind of clean up their mistakes a little bit.
Sure.
So-
What way? Explain.
The Abomination.
I love it.
I loved
Tim Roth.
Tim
His whole
Roth.
Zen.
Number one,
Dude.
Tim Roth is an amazing actor.
His wives, his soulmates.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
soulmates line up to come see him.
The other part that goes along with it is like,
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, The Incredible Hulk is a wasted movie.
It wasn't that bad.
Not a bad movie. Number one,
Yeah, it
I will
wasn't that
say
bad.
that. I will certainly watch it over Love and Thunder. Number two,
Yeah.
The Abomination is a major character.
Yeah, what a great character.
And it's like number one, they did it. Now I'm counting again. They did it wrong. They
Yeah.
did like his portrayal was wrong, and they fixed it.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
fixed it then.
Not just visually, but
Yeah.
just character wise.
Yeah.
They got to bring in the his remorse of and then
Yes,
his
yes.
change. And I love how they tied into Shang-Chi. Like,
Right.
they tied into
Yeah,
the Shang-Chi
when he was
scene.
fighting.
Yeah, when Wong broke him out of prison.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
like, I love when Wong's like, yeah, I did it. I broke him out.
Straight
I'm the
up.
Sorcerer Supreme. Take me to jail. I don't care. See ya.
Yeah,
And he leaves.
how are they gonna where are you gonna put
They
Wong?
can't stop Wong.
Where are you gonna put Wong?
He's got to take his sling ring.
Yeah, well, you could try.
Yeah, you're not going to get it from him.
Not gonna I mean,
Ned.
for real.
Ned'll
Ned
get it.
could get it. Ned's got wizarding in his
Yeah, but
blood.
okay, so like let's explore this for a second. Wong gets put in jail. Who's
Yeah.
getting him right away?
Stephen Strange.
Exactly. He's
Actually,
out.
Stephen Strange
Out.
might Doctor Strange might appear and be like, "I told you,
Yeah.
you gotta stop messing with people."
Am I the
Yeah.
Sorcerer Supreme now?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
see you
right,
later.
see you
I'll be back
later.
in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that actually is a good point.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in all
No, it's
seriousness,
great.
I like the fact that we got some redemption
Yes,
on that
yes,
storyline.
yes.
I really like the tie-in with Shang-Chi.
Yeah,
I really appreciated that.
yeah, yeah. You want to hear a fun tidbit about Tim Roth?
Yeah, of course.
Tidbit.
Tidbit, you like that?
Bits of tid.
Bits
Tell
of
me.
tid. Here's a little bit of the tid.
Yeah, what is it?
So his
Just gonna not say what I was
character.
gonna say.
I know what you were gonna say. I know what you were gonna say. And remember, this is a family-friendly
program.
program.
Family program.
Didn't say anything.
Didn't
Uh-huh.
say anything.
You said it with your eyes. You broke the fourth wall. I already know.
Don't look at the camera. Now you're breaking it for them.
Yep. Go ahead.
So, the Abomination, right? He
Abomination.
right. He
That's a better
he
name
wrote-
for that man.
he wrote haikus to every victim's
Yeah.
family from Harlem, right? So he said that. So props to the Marvel marketing team. The She-Hulk Twitter feed, the
Yeah.
official show Twitter page, they posted like one by one his haikus for all the victims.
Horrible.
That's
So you
hilarious.
can go and you can read, and
That
they're
is
all
great.
different, and they're all. It's so funny. Like that's what
Oh.
dedication.
Mando just went down.
You're
And,
knocking
watch
Mando
the
over
bat wing.
Oh my gosh.
Don't
Maybe it's
knock
not
trying
the
to get
best
more
idea, but the bat
comfortable.
wing
at the very
at
top.
the very top. Did you
That's
say you need to be
exactly-
more comfortable and
That's
you're on a
exactly
couch?
where Batwing needs to be, at the very
Yeah,
top.
just don't
When he
knock into the
flies
shelf.
through the air.
Yeah, not in real life. What's happening?
Just keep talking.
Okay, I didn't know
Just
what you were
keep
doing.
the episode.
I couldn't see what you were. You were just leaning over the couch. You didn't know what's going on.
Fixing it.
Okay. So yeah. So this. I mean, this series it's hitting all the marks. It's doing everything it needs to do. Tatiana Maslany is freaking killing it. The latest episode, she was, for the majority of the episode, she was drunk at a wedding, and there are very few actors and actresses who can play drunk people well. She freaking nailed it. It was hilarious.
Something to be proud of.
Yeah, well, it's tough.
I'm
It's
the
like,
best
yeah.
drunk, non-drunk actor
that on
there
your
is.
resume.
You
Put
ever
that on your resume.
have you ever seen, if you haven't seen this yet, go watch this after our episode, but go and watch Simon Pegg's Stages of Drunkenness in Acting. It's really great, but it's
Does
very
he do it without actually being drunk?
yes, he's not actually drunk. He's
Oh,
just
that's
he goes through.
impressive.
Well
yeah,
done.
and then
That is impressive.
and
I
then
want to
he-
see that.
yeah, it's really great. And then he talks about how like it's very easy to overplay it
Overshoot it. Yeah.
and be like, I'm being drunk. And then it's like, well, and people who have been drunk are like, that's not how drunk people actually are.
No,
like, it's just,
right,
it
100%.
feels very fake.
Yes.
And she did a killer job in that. And we got to see her fight against Titania, which is awesome. They've made her a social media mogul or whatever in this instead of, I mean, she's like she's very flamboyant, like kind of like almost like a pro wrestler in the comics. And she's one of She-Hulk's arch nemesis, but I love how they make her. She's
she
like a
picked up
social
the
media
power
person.
stone, so
Yeah, she's
in the
tough.
comics. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's how
She's
that's how
strong.
far
That's
her
a really-
vengeance went to
That's a really good point there,
Yeah,
Harry.
man, She-Hulk is tough, and she had to get some kind of edge up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it's cool. I mean, lots of like deep dives. We're getting lots of digs into things. We're getting Mr. Immortal. We're getting hints at Daredevil, his new suit and stuff. We're getting all these little things. Titania, it's cool. It's
Do
cool.
you think
to
they're gonna
see these
expand
things.
on her at all? Like throw in the Illuminati? Because wasn't she in the Illuminati for a little while?
I'm not sure. She was part of the Fantastic Four. She was
No,
a
she was
Fantastic
part of
Four
the-
member.
The Fearful Four.
Was she? She was part of the Fantastic Four at one point too. Her and Spider-Man.
She gets
Titania?
around.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about She-Hulk.
Oh no, I was talking about
She-Hulk was the
Titania.
Fantastic Four. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know.
She was in the
They should.
with the wizard and all them.
Yeah, they should if they expand anybody.
That would be pretty good if they did
she's her
the
arch
Fearful
nemesis.
Four.
They
Because there's a
could.
lot of characters in there
Yeah.
that aren't known
Yeah.
besides her.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. I mean, we're talking about how they're getting more into the obscure and like.
Yeah, Frogman's on the way. We saw him in the
We
promotional.
did.
I can't wait for Frogman. And
We did.
Yellow Suit Daredevil is on the way. We don't know when he's coming. We've got 3 more episodes, so you better be here soon.
That's your boy.
That is my boy.
That's your boy.
Oh.
I don't know.
Are you excited
Yo.
about She-Hulk just for this? Just for
Just to see
Daredevil?
Apparently,
No.
apparently they flirt.
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, It's like these are like, other than Tony Stark, She-Hulk and Daredevil are like the most like relationally active people in the comics. Like Daredevil is
What do you
like,
mean by that?
well, that means they've dated the most
Oh,
other
okay.
superheroes.
Okay.
Yeah, so She-Hulk has dated like almost everybody
What about
in the comics, and Daredevil pretty much dates every girl he comes in contact with, which is like what in like
Stud.
the Netflix show. Yeah, and then
What about
Foggy's
Natasha?
always like,
I was at Natasha kind of.
Natasha's got to be up there, dude.
She kind of flirts. Cap.
she's got the
She's all
Hulk.
over.
in the MCU. I feel like she's more flirty than in the comics. In the comics, she's got the appeal, but she really only goes for certain people.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I
like
guess.
in the comics, it's like She-Hulk is known for it. And then we saw in like the Netflix show, Foggy was always like, "Oh, Matt, you always get the girls,"
Yeah.
because Daredevil's
Yeah.
he's slick, man. He can hear the heartbeats. He's got all that.
He plays the
play
pulse.
the blind card, right?
Plays the heartstrings.
It's like I'm blind, but I've still got amazing reflexes and I'm super strong and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
Check this out.
Yeah, so apparently,
backflip.
Check it out.
apparently he it's a
Backflip.
pretty
Triple gainer
flirty.
into the refrigerator box.
Apparently,
Parkour.
it's a pretty
Parkour.
flirty scene between him and She-Hulk.
Okay.
That's what I hear.
That's the word
I
on the
mean,
street.
she's like,
Word on the
a
street. Yeah.
foot and a half taller than him, probably, and weighs about 500 more pounds than him. But
Super cool.
because she's like 6'7",
Yeah.
and
She's like just
700
yeah.
pounds.
Yeah. She can also bench like a couple tons.
Harry, she's almost as big as you.
Almost.
So
She's
close.
She'll
So
get there.
close.
One day she'll get there.
One day.
Yeah. So anything else before we talk about kind of where we think the series is going? You got any other things you want to add to it?
Yeah, I think it's I think it's going in the right track. It's not like garbage, and it's not like amazing. It's not a character that I know a lot about, but it's not a character that I don't care to know about.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's just
yeah.
like I'm okay with it. You know what I
I'm
mean?
interested in seeing more, but I also am. It just seems like this season at least serves the purpose of introducing the obscure.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
That's really
The
all
expansiveness of the world.
Yeah, and that's really all this season, and maybe that's all it's going to be. Maybe that's
Yeah.
all it's
Yeah.
meant to be,
Yeah.
which is fine. Like I really don't have a problem with that. I just if that's all it is, like it's on the right track to do that. It's
Right.
For
doing
sure.
it's doing the right thing, and I think I mean. I think it's kind of cool to see the other side of the superhero pieces. We've always talked about like
right.
the best example is when in DC when Superman and Zod fight and they destroy half of a city.
So cool.
Yep.
And like we clearly millions of people have died in this battle.
Right.
Like what happens next? Like
Yeah.
Right.
how do we just move forward? It's not really like you can just do that. And so seeing the other side of like some of these other, like you said, other heroes, other villains, and like what
Right.
happens with them, it's really interesting. I mean, I hope they play into it a little bit more. I hope we get like a really big case that she like
Yeah.
digs into for a larger part of a
Well,
period of time.
That's
Right.
a good question. Who do you want to come in as a cameo for her to defend? like a big hero.
I mean,
Mephisto.
Mephisto.
Hey, listen.
My man.
I know we're all about the
Kate's
Mephisto
mom.
theories. It's still Kate's mom.
Still Kate's mom, 100%.
We're all about the Mephisto theories.
P.
But one of the best side characters of the show, Madison with a Y, and it's not where you think it is. She was freaking hilarious.
Oh my gosh,
She's so drunk all the time.
Ridiculous.
She becomes best friends with Wongers, and they watch The
Wongers.
Sopranos together. And oh my goodness, she's just freaking hilarious. But at one point, she gets sent to another dimension by the guy that stole magic from Camertage.
Yeah.
And she mentions having to sign a deal with her blood to a goat-like creature or surrounded by fire and skulls in order to survive.
Right. She does.
In order to
Yes.
save her
Yes.
family.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's probably Mephisto.
That's Mephisto.
yeah.
Like,
That's
I mean,
Mephisto.
I don't
You
think
made a
I
deal
don't
with the
think
devil.
he'll appear. I don't think he'll appear in the show. But the fact that she's saying that means that he's there.
Do you want to know
love
who
it,
I
yeah.
would love for her to defend?
Yeah, who?
It will never happen.
Who?
Wanda.
Oh yeah, she's
That'd be
dead.
good.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen.
Well,
she's not
she's
dead.
maybe dead.
She's not dead.
I know. There's that
She's
burst of light before
not
the
dead.
mountain falls on her. And
It's
people
not
burst
even
to
just the burst of
Honestly,
light.
what would
It's
be-
just nobody ever dies.
life. Yeah.
But number
That'd be
one,
cool.
how would you ever put the Scarlet Witch on trial? Number
Yeah,
one,
right?
Get her in there.
You'd
and,
have
like,
to do.
keep her there.
She'd have to agree to it.
Yeah, she'd have to agree
She'd
to
have
it.
to agree to it.
But like
That'd
to
be cool.
atone for Westview,
Yeah. Oh yeah. That'd
Like,
be cool. I
that
like
would be cool.
I
Or
like that.
maybe I don't know. Maybe it plays into Agatha somehow.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
maybe
Yeah, maybe.
Agatha would be
Maybe Agatha
interesting.
gets brought on the trial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want somebody that ties in more. I thought the
sure.
Abomination was a really good tie-in.
Yeah, and he's apparently coming back.
Yeah,
Apparently
but
Tim Roth will be in the
I
show more.
want I want a really big case that lasts
Yeah.
for quite some time. That then she maybe partners. She has to go to
What if
Daredevil. She has to go to Matt Murdock
What if
for
she's
support as joint counsel.
What if she's going into trial with Daredevil
Oh, against Daredevil.
against Daredevil, and she goes to Matt Murdock for counsel about
Interesting.
Daredevil.
Interesting.
She doesn't know they're the same people.
Well, and
Well,
he's been
she
on
has to
trial.
bring
she's a
Daredevil's been on trial before.
Yeah, for sure.
In the
That's what I'm
comics,
saying.
he's been on
He's been on the stand.
on the stand
Very
several
much.
times.
What
Yeah.
if she was defending Kingpin
Ooh.
and
now you're
Murdoch
against Murdoch.
against Murdoch
Now
in
you're
the courtroom?
talking.
Yeah,
Now
because
you're
her
talking,
her
Harry.
company is not against defending villains.
Right, it's not
Right.
a defendant.
Right.
Or, yeah,
right,
it's a
right.
attorney's
Yeah,
office.
they'll defend
They're
whoever.
they're-
whoever
they're
brings the
defense
money
attorneys.
in. Yeah,
Right.
right.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool. All right.
Flies into New York for a crossover episode.
Cool.
Two things that are moving forward here that we want to talk about. The last thing we'll wrap up with this. So one, Hulk has left the Earth. Hulk was taken
Yep.
by a giant ship, the ship that made them crash, that gave her the powers because of the blood getting into her system.
Yep.
That was it was confirmed that is a
Pieced out.
It's a Sakaar ship
Okay.
from Jeff Goldblum's Grandmaster.
Right.
Oh.
Which they cut out of Thor: Love and Thunder. But
Yeah, they did. So the Sakaar
You
ship,
mean something that would have actually been good?
yeah, probably
Yeah.
is bringing Hulk. Where are they bringing Hulk back? Are they bringing him back to Sakaar? Are they bringing him to the Grandmaster on some
trying to
exile
make some
planet?
more money being the champion.
Right? Is this going to be like our introduction into the other champions, like Beta Ray Bill, and like what's happening here? So that's a big like question mark right now. About where the Hulk's
bring
going.
any of them in, but
They might
they
in a
set up
future
Could they
movie or
set
series.
up for a true Planet Hulk?
Yeah, right. Like he's going to go in to become a gladiator, and
Not a gladiator.
you mean where he gets the beard and the throne and the
Yeah.
well, that's the old man Hulk, right?
when he gets which is kind of
What is he?
where the-
Caesar?
Thor Ragnarok taught off, kind of based it off of.
What does he call himself?
I don't remember, but
I don't know.
yeah,
I forget.
so it could be, yeah, but he's off
Not
world,
Caesar.
obviously.
It's not Caesar. I can't remember.
Brutus.
Something like that.
I don't know. He's off
Go ahead.
world. They brought it back up in episode 6. She tries to call him drunk at the wedding, and he doesn't answer. And
No.
she's like, "I've been trying to call you for months." And
He's
so,
not.
Right.
He's not on the planet, so
Right, but-
cellular service doesn't quite reach.
T-Mobile's new plan. 5G.
Oh,
but she doesn't know that, and so, but
Fair.
she's reminding the audience though that he's off. So it's
Right.
like
it's got to
that's
make
make
it
cool.
an
It's got to
episode
come
on
back.
it.
They come back a little bit.
Yep.
So that's
Yeah.
one thing. Second thing is, this is now the second time, the end of episode 6 was the second time they brought in an organization that's trying to steal Jen's blood and
Yeah.
figure out how She-Hulk works.
Yeah.
So it's most likely tied back to the Wrecking Ball or the Wrecking Crew, which is actually a true villain crew from the old Avenger comics, with Asgardian construction tools.
Things.
They went and tried to steal blood from Jen, couldn't do it. So we're trying to figure out who that crew is, who that group is. Is it a bigger group? Is it just the Wrecking Crew? Who are they? And is freaking Josh involved? Because Josh, we're on to you, man. You have that great smile, but you're probably a bad guy.
So Josh is involved. I'm going to say that.
He's got to be.
Got to be involved. Josh
He's way
is involved.
too nice. I mean,
That's what I'm putting it out there.
Tatiana Maslany is very attractive, so we're not surprised that somebody would go and flirt with her. But Josh was being very specific in his questions.
Yeah, I mean, so there's that.
Yeah, right.
Could it be, just put this out there,
Scrolls.
No, I was actually not even thinking scrolls.
Okay.
What if it was
what if I was thinking?
What I was thinking, it's actually Madam Hydra.
Oh, you think she's coming to try and recruit her?
Maybe in some way.
Maybe. And she denies her, maybe.
Maybe. But
We already got the
or
Thunderbolt
she's
lineup.
looking for ways to enhance people. Because let's
there's
talk.
no more
let's
super
talk-
soldier
there's no
serum
super
anymore.
There's no more super soldier serum.
Right? It got destroyed.
It was destroyed. So
yeah,
she's
but wouldn't she be testing Walker's blood? Maybe she is. Because Walker's got the serum in him.
maybe,
But the Hulk's different.
But we've also seen the dark side of Walker.
Yeah,
and we
for sure.
know what the super soldier serum actually does is it makes the good better and it makes
The
it makes
worse,
the worse worse.
Yeah.
And so like maybe she is exploring other ways for human enhancement
Yeah, true.
similar to what the government had done with Abomination.
Yeah.
And was
with
unsuccessful in identifying
Mr. Blonsky.
and doing. And
Yeah.
so therefore they're seeing what she has
It works.
and saying if she was able to heal the Hulk,
yeah, right.
this is even more. She is even more
Yeah, she healed his
powerful.
arm.
This is
Yeah.
what we want to go after
Yeah, and
and start putting into people.
And you know that, so it's funny you say that because the episode starts with a flashback of the Hulk vaporizing her blood samples again. Like they
Right.
went back to like show
Right.
that.
This
So,
is what I'm saying, man.
yeah,
This
maybe
is what I'm saying.
that'd be cool. I wouldn't mind having some like evil, maybe it's Red Hulk,
Ooh,
the
if we
red
start-
She-Hulk, or even Red She-Hulk. Could be.
Oh, if we start pulling in other
Right?
Hulks,
That'd be cool.
Wasn't Red Hulk the Colonel?
Yeah, Thunderbolt. Was it Thunderbolt Ross?
it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but
it
that
never
actor died. William
actually
Hurt
came
died.
to. It never came to fruition.
Right. William Hurt passed away, the actor, so you have to recast. But,
Yeah.
But wasn't
Or do they?
wasn't Red
Well,
Red
technically,
Hulk?
they don't need to recast anybody anymore. They can
Sure,
just face scan that
face
stuff.
CGI creepy.
Yeah.
Wasn't Red She-Hulk Betty his girl Bruce Banner's girlfriend in the original? Didn't she turn to the Red She-Hulk? I don't
I'd
remember.
have to remember. I don't
I'm
know.
not a big drop it in the comments, guys. We don't know. We don't know everything. We know lots of things.
Can't remember it all off the top
But
of
there
our
are
heads.
things
Gotta
we don't
do
know.
research.
Things.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's things
And this
we
is
don't
some
know.
we're just spitballing off the top of our heads. So I mean,
We are, which is what we normally do all the time. We don't really do much.
let us know your
research.
theories. Drop them in the comics
Drop them down there and keep watching She-Hulk. We're gonna keep watching
and
She-Hulk.
keep watching us
Keep watching us. We're cool too. We break the fourth wall every day. We're
all
talking
the time.
right
We're
there
talking right to you.
to you, right, Harry? Right. So we'll catch you next time in the next episode of the Legion of Comic Correction.